The hitman attached a time bomb to the man's car, then stepped on the gas and drove away in style. But the man was completely unaware of this. As the bomb ticked down to detonation, suddenly an annoying fly buzzed into the car. No matter how hard he tried to shoo it away, it refused to leave. It even deliberately landed on the center console to provoke him. Fed up, Peter pulled the car over to the side of the road at once, then got out ready to fight the fly to the death, completely oblivious that the countdown was about to end. After Peter's wild swatting spree, the exhausted fly finally stopped moving, so he quickly took off his leather shoe, then slammed it down hard on the fly. The hitman in the distance thought Peter had been blown to pieces, but when the smoke cleared he saw Peter was totally unharmed. Seeing his assassination attempt fail, the hitman targeted Peter again the very next day. This time, though, he wasn't going to give Peter any chance. He pulled the trigger without hesitation, ready to take him out. But Peter was too busy arguing with his wife on the phone to notice that gasoline was leaking all over the ground. Hearing the gunshot, Peter's wife was about to warn him, but Peter hung up the phone right away. He wanted to light a cigarette to calm his nerves, but unexpectedly the cigarette lighter broke at that moment. Annoyed, he threw it away casually. The hitman following behind didn't have time to dodge, and crashed straight into it. Terrified of burning to death, the hitman jumped out of the car and fled immediately, managing to escape with his life by the skin of his teeth. He never could have imagined that this assassination mission would be so ridiculously difficult. But why was the hitman even trying to kill Peter? It all started the day before, when Peter was looking for a lifebuoy for his son. This scene just happened to be spotted by a general who was trafficking arms. The general thought Peter was an agent sent by the military to gather evidence of his crimes, so he told his men to be extra careful. But no sooner had he spoken than Peter walked up to him and asked for a lift. The general mistakenly thought Peter was trying to blackmail him, and immediately gave him his luxury car. Peter was completely dumbfounded. He couldn't believe such good luck. Afraid the general would change his mind, Peter slammed on the gas and sped away. Little did he know this was just the general's delaying tactic. Soon after, the general sent a soldier to assassinate Peter. The soldier followed Peter's car from a distance, waiting until there was no one else around before making his move. But his shooting skills were absolutely terrible. In the end, he only managed to shoot a hole in the car's gas tank. And that's how the whole mess at the beginning happened. When the general heard the assassination had failed, he flew into a violent rage. He immediately gave his captain a death order, telling him to get rid of Peter by any means necessary. Before long, Peter's car ran out of gas and he pulled into a gas station, and the captain arrived right on time with the hitman he'd hired. This hitman was a total professional. The 4 skulls on his hand represented the 4 lives he'd taken. Seeing this, the captain finally felt relieved, and warned the hitman not to leave any traces behind. Meanwhile, Peter was still completely in the dark. He even told the gas station attendant to fill the tank up all the way. After that, he walked over to the car wash area, turned on the water hose on the wall and started washing his hair casually, completely unaware that the hitman had already started his attack. The hitman soaked a towel in knockout gas, preparing to stun the man in front of him, but just as he was about to succeed, the towel in his hand was blown into his own mouth. Then he fell straight to the ground. Immediately after that, he was knocked unconscious by a falling tire. But Peter was completely unaware of this. He didn't know how much time had passed. When the hitman finally woke up from his coma, unexpectedly the small knife he carried with him pierced the tire. The huge impact sent him flying into the air, and just like that, he got a free experience of bungee jumping without a rope. The ace hitman fell like this. When he learned that the assassination plan had failed again, the general flew into a fury at once, so he sent soldiers to forcibly take Peter away while he was watching a movie with his family. Peter's son tried to step forward to stop them, but was thrown out by the soldiers. Fortunately, Peter's wife arrived just in time. She learned what had happened from her son, so she hurried to drive to chase her husband, but she didn't expect to be stopped outside the base. At the same time, Peter finally met the general in the office, but the general was in a hurry to attend an arms deal, so he ordered his men to kill Peter. At this critical juncture, Peter's inner strength suddenly erupted. He easily broke free from the ropes binding his hands and feet. Then he crashed through the soldiers and jumped out of the window. Immediately after that, he grabbed the flag outside, and this triggered a series of chain reactions. At this moment, another guard arrived. Peter was so scared that he raised his hands to surrender at once. Peter quickly met up with his wife outside. The whole family drove away from here quickly again. The hitman soaked a towel in knockout gas,